Patterson gets a flyer.
From the start, Ewan McGlinchey leads into the first corner.
Jason Lynn finds himself in 5th place now, soon to be 4th, but it is all very, very tight as they get around Southside Motor Factors for the first time of asking. It's McGlinchey from McCreevy, from Ross Patterson, Jason Lynn, Aaron Clifford and Christian Elkin, I think it was. They're in 6th position. Dean McMaster 7th, Kevin Baker 8th, Cian McCreevy in 9th and Luke O'Higgins in 10th position at the end of lap 1. Yeah, but it still is the Cup rider McGlinchey that leads them. Sensational stuff from the young man from Akadui. It's an 8-bike freight train along the main straight. Cracking stuff, but look at the action here around the back of the paddock. There is 7 riders involved in this battle for the lead. But it looks like McCreevy, is it McCreevy up the inside? McGlinchey up the inside of McCreevy. Sensational stuff.
And we have a change of position again. It's Corey McCreevy back at the lead. He just got the better of McGlinchey going out of turn 1. And McGlinchey down to 3rd now. The hard charging Jason Lynn on Walter Bell's machine up into 2nd position. Next along is Aaron Clifford, just ahead of his teammate Ross Patterson. And Patterson very strong in the brakes in there, split them up into 3rd position, so great move by Ross Patterson.
What a sensational race we have on our hands here. Jason Lynn sensational into Bridgestone turn 4, left the brakes very late, and McGlinchey not giving up either, still there in 3rd place. It is absolutely phenomenal racing here.
And a big moment there again from Ewan McGlinchey on the GSX R600.
These moments don't seem to bother him, James, certainly not phasing him in.
It doesn't slow him anyway. And McCreevy shoved out wide by Jason Lynn, but Jason Lynn clipped the curb, lost the front, but managed to regain it. Still, Corey McCreevy leads Jason Lynn, Ross Patterson, Ewan McGlinchey next along, and he's been chased hard now by Aaron Clifford on the 2nd of the Kingsbury packaging machines. Oh, and McGlinchey is down. And that's taken Aaron Clifford with him. Aaron Clifford just tipped the back of the sliding machine of Ewan McGlinchey going across the ground.
Unfortunate, Aaron Clifford doing a great job there, hard on the brakes to avoid that.
And Ross Patterson goes around the outside of Jason Lynn at the back of the paddock with a sensational pass. And Jason Lynn gets that place back from Ross Patterson at the at turn 2.
And they will have to deal with a bit of traffic here. And really, a sensational battle is going to go right to the wire. Last lap is being prepared for our leaders, and it still is Corey McCreevy who leads it.
It's still McCreevy leading from Jason Lynn, and Lynn goes around the outside coming into the back of Bridgestone drive guard, not able to do that, so it's going to be a last corner dash, James, up to Southside Motor Factors.
It's going to be a drag race to the line. Lynn is in the slipstream, but not quite close enough. Sensational race. Corey McCreevy takes the win from Jason Lynn, and Ross Patterson in that third place.
Third there in the Supersport Cup, so happy enough. Got a good old start, and I was up the top, and the two boys there, and first and second came by me, so ended up third overall. Good qualifying now, qualified fourth yesterday, finished fourth yesterday, and fourth this morning, so third today now, happy enough.
To be honest, I was skipped to the second there, so Ewan McGlinchey collided with someone there at Mazda there, but so I wasn't third the majority of the race, but I was skipped to second in the end, but I'm great to take it, so I'm grateful to take it. There's positives to take from this weekend. You know, we've started off on the back foot a wee bit with a crash in race 1, you know, so knocked me down the grid for race 2, but we've worked our way through the pack, and here we are on the podium, you know. I'm happy. I'm going to go home happy, and yeah, good weekend.
I got a better start than the first race today, so I decided I'd try stick to the back of the pro boys, and there's a few incidents. I think Ewan McGlinchey crashed out at first and left the gap open, so I kept it on as much as I could. It was a long enough race of 14 laps, and I ended up kind of in a space of my own, a race of my own. So I just finished it out, really enjoyed it, and it was first time I got into the 55, so personal best and just great weekend overall. Phenomenal. The entries are up this year. There's an A, B and a C race for the Supersports, like packed grids, and nothing better when you're in a race with 10 people around you and the noise and exhilaration you get. So yeah, they're doing an absolutely phenomenal job. I was recently over actually in Donington doing some British club racing, and the standard is just as good here, if not better. So no, it's an absolute great event to be a part of in the Masters.
Finished third. The first 5 laps were just absolutely mental. I think there was maybe 6 or 7 of us in a battle for the lead, and there's boys have come on each side of you, and you just didn't know what the crack was. But I think at the end, me, Jason and Corey started pulling away and made a wee mistake coming out of the first corner with a couple of laps to go and lost a bit of ground. But whenever you're racing on a 600, you have to push every second of every lap, so it's just one of them things that happens.
Yeah, we're on the podium again, you know, 2 wins, first 2 races this weekend, a second this one. That race, words can't really describe it, it was mad, you know, the first 5 laps, we were changing positions every corner, every lap, you know, and actually touched Ross and Corey in a couple of laps, in a couple of places, you know. I tried to pass Corey up the inside down the back of the paddock, and actually went on the grass and tucked the front. I was lucky to stay on, and you know, the race was great. You know, there was a few like Union knows, he was at the front and he was mixing it up with us, and you know, it was crazy to say the least. Probably most of the second battle I've had, you know, this year. You know, it's a great race. You know, when there's 4 or 5 of us there racing for the lead, and you're kind of rubbing racing and all that. You know, it's great. And you know, me and Corey and Ross have some great races this year, and I'm sure there's some more great races to come. You know, now that Union's right there with us, and you have Aaron with us there, and you have Dean. You know, there's 6 or 8 of us that can win every weekend, and it's great to have all those guys at the front racing with us, and you know, it makes it great for the crowds coming here to watch, and you know, it just gives them a little bit of entertainment.
The day started off in the first race today. In the rerun, I had a wee crash and just kind of put me on a bit of a downer, so I was coming into that race fired up and ready to go. But at the start of that race, got a decent start in the second, followed Ewan McGlinchey for a wee bit, and then a wee bit erratic, so I got by him and got into a wee bit of a rhythm. And I think it was from about the 3rd lap on, I just kept the lead, and Jason, I saw him, he was going for moves, but in the end, I kind of just kept my cool and ended up winning it. So happy days, happy days. Could have thanked sponsors. I would like to thank IMR Racing, Century Racing, SAS Photography, the GSMCC Club, my mum and dad, Kirsten, and just a wee shout out, well done to my wee brother. It's his first race on a 600 and he finished second in the cup, so that's a pretty good achievement.